What's going on, Red Wings fans? Welcome to a special edition of the Forecheck, live from Little Caesars Arena. I'm Daniella Bruce, alongside Ken Kale, Red Wings radio play-by-play announcer, and our wonderful crew right now is working the GLI games inside the arena. So our show looks a little different today, but it's still going to be just as good, I can promise you that. And Ken, we've got a triple header of hockey at Little Caesars Arena.
We certainly do, Daniella, and I'll tell you what, I have a college background, 11 years at Michigan, so it's great to see the Wolverines in the championship game against the Michigan Tech Huskies. And then we've got the game, the annual New Year's Eve game, Red Wings and the San Jose Sharks. A lot of fun today at Little Caesars Arena.
I know this annual New Year's Eve game is a lot of Red Wings fans' favorites, but it's also Ken's favorite too. A lot of memories with that, right?
Absolutely. This is one of the games that when the schedule comes out, me as a little kid would circle it on the calendar because like the Lions playing on Thanksgiving, the Red Wings always seem to play on New Year's Eve. So it's great for the fans to come out to the game tonight, watch the Red Wings play, but it's also good for fans who aren't coming to the game. They plan their New Year's Eve parties around the Red Wings. They have the Red Wings game first, and then they celebrate when the big ball drops in Times Square a little bit later on.
It's a great game to be at, and like you said, to enjoy from your couch even, if that's what you're doing tonight. Someone that's going to be really enjoying this new year is Tyler Bertuzzi. Ken, he was named the Red Wings All-Star yesterday. So let's check in with him and see what he had to say at morning skate.
Probably a little bit surprised. Obviously excited to. It's a big opportunity, and it's an honor for me to represent the Red Wings.
Tyler, what's been the key for you as far as consistency this season?
Yeah, that's a big thing that you got to focus on in the year is be consistent. And I think I've kind of done that. I think I went through a little bit of a slump there for 10 games or so, but just being more consistent and being prepared to go every night.
Have you been thinking much about it? It's like, well, maybe possibly it might be heading out there.
A little bit, but we got to focus on the team, and there's a handful of guys that could have got that call. So I'm just happy with me.
Ken, you heard it from Tyler there. Consistency is very important, and that is something that he has been for the Red Wings with 30 points so far this season, 14 goals, 16 assists. He might be the most consistent on this Red Wings team.
Absolutely, and you always find him in front of the net, and we've been talking about that in our Forecheck shows all year long, and it's paid dividends for him. He's gotten stronger, and it seems like he's a better finisher now than he was maybe 2-3 years ago, so that always helps. And what I really like is the fact that he'll be competing with the NHL's best, and to be able to hang out with those players at the All-Star game is only going to help him out even more.
And Ken, how do you think he will hang with some of those NHL All-Stars?
Well, they'll be happy that he's on their team, on the Atlantic Division, because he's always causing havoc out there. So it's just a great experience. Dylan Larkin experienced it when he was playing in the World Juniors and playing with different players on that team. Tyler's going to enjoy it as well.
And Ken, as we've said, we've got the Sharks in town tonight for the New Year's Eve game. It's always an exciting one, but a little lineup change. Andreas Athanasiou is out with a lower body injury. Looks like he's going to miss a few weeks there. And Giovanni Smith got the call up today. So can we expect to see him in the lineup tonight?
I would assume that he's going to be in the lineup tonight, Daniella, and he's a big body, a big physical presence. And from what I heard, he was one of the best forwards in Grand Rapids. So again, the Red Wings like to reward those players in Grand Rapids who are playing well and bring them up to the big club. So I expect him to be in the lineup tonight.
And we'll wrap it up on this. San Jose also struggling a bit in the first half of this season. What do you think the Red Wings are going to have to do to come out on top and get one more win before we ring in 2020?
I think the Red Wings really played well in the two games in Florida against Florida and Tampa Bay, and they just have to continue to play that way. I thought they showed a lot of resolve in both of those games, and again, I think what's critical is get the lead. And I know it's easier said than done, but if you can get San Jose playing in their own zone, get them behind the 8-ball early, and we're expecting a big crowd here tonight, I think that's only going to help the Red Wings.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to the last Forecheck of 2019, and we'll be back in 2020 with a lot more, right, Ken?
Absolutely. We'll see you next year.
All right, go Red Wings.